Hello everyone, I am Dhruthi. I am from Tung, pursuing my bachelor's degree in electronics and instrumentation from Siddhganga Institute of Technology. My hobbies include cooking, gardening, and listening to music.
How did you come across the concept of self-improvement? How did you find me specifically?
I found you from YouTube itself. I used to follow your habit tracker and that 1 hour video, I guess, but I wasn't actually following it daily. Like 3 days itself, I was in burnout, like college stuff and all. It was harder to even get track of my stuff. Ending this conversation, it made me realize that I have to focus my goals, send it to someone. It pushes me that you can do it. Chalo, tu kar sakti hai aisa.
Yeah, so you needed accountability basically. Basically what
Yeah, yeah.
every other person on self-improvement that's just starting off needs. You needed accountability. Wonderful. That's what I thought. Based off all the surveys that I've done, based off everything that I know about my audience, everybody just needs accountability. You have all the information you need. You just need a person to be like, Karo. Okay, so
Yeah.
I have prepared a bunch of questions that I gave you like in the form of a form. I'm going to ask you these questions and answer them to the best of your ability as clearly and as thoroughly as you can. Okay. Question number one is how has your mindset shifted since starting the workshop series?
So I used to seek for immediate results before joining your workshop, but right now my mindset is like anything is not possible in span of 3 to 8 months, but 100 days that thing is really necessary to build your focus, mindset, discipline, everything. That hard work is necessary, and also one thing is that waking up at 5 gives you like extra time to work, and getting that coffee is what makes you not go to sleep again. If you drink coffee, you'll be like fully woken up and get your deep work done, because that peace of mind, no one would be woken up at home at that time. So it will be good.
Wonderful. So you're implementing a lot of things that I said earlier. Okay. Next question is what specific actions or changes have you made since attending the workshop that you were not doing before?
Yeah, that's what waking up at 5. I used to visualize in mind earlier, like so much things. Even you had told in one of the workshop, I guess, like you used to think about it more instead of writing it down. But jotting the things down and writing it would make us simpler. The stuff will get simpler, and you do the work.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and
Because I said in the workshop as well, when you think about it, you're still keeping it in sort of like a imagination realm, right? But instead, when you write it down, you're bringing it into the physical world, and you're doing it, you're bringing it a step closer to manifestation. So you're already doing like a sort of a part of manifestation. That's what I said. All right. So next question is, what tools, techniques, or strategies from the workshop have you found the most useful in your day-to-day life?
one thing is that delayed gratification. Here you gave an example of eating ice cream.
Yeah.
So I usually use it takes like 20 minutes to go to my college. I used to usually go with my vehicle itself, but I didn't have a physical workout things like you do, gym and stuff. But now, like it takes 20 minutes, I go for a walk. It gives me one thing is that physical workout, something I do, and another thing is that I think peacefully what I have done, what I can improve myself, like this thing. And also, due to this delayed gratification, since the shops are near when I walk, I feel like that temptation will be there. I have to eat something while going. But I say like next week, next week, next week, and that gives me a motivation to go forward. Yeah, I can do it. Like
That's awesome. That's awesome that you're able to think of the concepts and you're able to implement them in your own. There are some people in the workshop that were genuinely not able to do that. They were like, delay gratification कैसे implement करूँ? So very well. Next is, do you feel more confident in achieving your goals after these workshops? What specifically gave you that confidence?
definitely it gave me like waking up at 5 itself gives you that motivation to work the whole day. You will
Definitely.
be in that mood that you have to work. Like you get 2 sessions actually. Before going to college, one session I would do my studies, and after coming to after the college also I study for some. Yeah, so
Wonderful.
that
What specifically gave you that confidence?
Waking up at 5 itself.
Okay, okay, wonderful. So, if you had to explain what you have gained from these workshops to someone that is on the fence about joining, meaning someone who's hesitant about joining the workshop, what would you say to them?
See, you wouldn't be able to do it without an accountability partner, because initially you would not be in the phase of maintaining that habit tracker and that gratitude journal and all that helps you keep motivated, and positive mindset will be there. Like if you're even doing something not productive, but due to this gratitude journal, you keep saying ki no, tomorrow at least you can do it, not today, then tomorrow. And habit tracker, getting that ticks in your uh, monthly page, like it gives you some motivation. Even after when you go to sleep, you'll be having a peace of mind कि मैंने कुछ आज किया, ऐसा होगा.
Yeah, I have noticed as well. Like it makes you feel a certain way. More than this, like my father is a life coach. He has these things implemented to people who are like in depression, people who are like struggling with like extreme sources of mental health. And he makes them do all these things. Like they have a habit tracker for all different things, and he makes them do like gratitude journaling and forgiveness journaling. So there are a lot of these things that helps in your mental peace and just making sure that you're on point, more than just motivation and discipline. So that's why, because I prioritize mental health so much, I feel like these are like top things, and it's very amazing that you're like following all these things and you actually value them. Okay, so next thing is, do you feel more disciplined or focused now compared to before joining the workshop? I know that's only been 10 days, but even in 10 days, you can have a significant transformation, in my opinion. You just have to carry on doing these things, and I have given you like a method of how you can carry on doing these things. Just do you feel more disciplined and focused compared to before you joined the workshop?
Yeah, I had a dilemma on either I should go for choosing my degree or just on my what I must do in future and all. But right now I am doing both. I'm balancing both good way itself. I'm even maintaining my CG, so working towards my future, what I must do. So this really helped me. Like habit tracker is a must. So,
Absolutely. All right. So, what results or improvements have you noticed in your consistency, productivity, or habits? Like, what specifically is there in terms of these things? Like your productivity, how has that changed? Consistency, how has that changed? And habits, what are the new habits that you're trying to build? Or what is just something new that you have experienced in terms of building new habits?
I used to mindlessly scroll on YouTube shorts, reels, stuff like that. But now I have made my mindset कि इससे क्या कुछ मिलेगा. It's just waste of time in a way. Instead, even you told like you had like hardships when your daddy and all those things just motivate us ki why you want to waste your time. Like you spent those 3 months with watching Hamza, he was your inspiration and stuff like that. So I keep motivated myself ki even if you watch something, it must be productive, unless you must
Definitely.
not waste your time,
Definitely.
because it's really precious.
And especially when you're in the learning phase, which I believe you're like transitioning between the learning phases and the actionable step, which I told you about. I think it's imperative that you like prioritize all of your time in learning as much as possible, because this is where you're going to be learning the most in your entire self-improvement journey. So it's great that you're making efforts towards that. Next question is, how would you rate your overall experience in these workshops, and what has been your biggest takeaway?
Those Q&A sessions after the 1 hour, it was really making us feel we must ask the questions to you. And the way you answered them was really genuine. Like you spend your time with just no cost, free of cost. Who does in these times, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so you just helped us very much. And even when we sent our habit tracker and gratitude journal, used to insist us what all improvements can we do. Even if you are not grateful about it, start being grateful about it, because it is what important.
definitely. That's amazing that you think that way. It's very, 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 very appreciated. What has been your biggest takeaway? Can you give me like one thing that you will carry on for the rest of your life that you gained from this workshop?
It would be two things. Pele is the habit tracker itself, and the other thing is gratitude journal. I will continue doing it in the rest of my life.
Those are definitely the one of the biggest things that I had to tell you. One, make sure that you're growing. One makes sure that you're happy in your process of growing. Definitely. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for answering all these questions.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for attending all these workshops. And we will stay connected, obviously. If you have any questions, any doubts, any problems, any issues, contact me at any time.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.